Hello, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well today. I am just getting the Earthquake 3D up and running. I'm finding out that Facebook is having issues today. Oh my goodness, all over the place. Messenger's not working. Can't seem to share out Earthquake 3D update to Facebook, so I don't know what's up with that. But hey, I'm able to be on YouTube, so I guess that works. Um, was able to call somebody from Facebook, but haven't been able to post the update without it looking just like a link, and that doesn't work. So Facebook is having its own dramas today. So not even gonna worry about that. So how is everybody today? I'm gonna go run down earthquakes real quick and let y'all know what is happening in the world. As far as big earthquakes today, we're gonna look at magnitude 5s that have happened today. Today is the 11th. So we've had two 5.0 earthquakes today. We've had a 5.2 earthquake, which was 59 kilometers deep, and that was southern Sumatra, Indonesia. And then we've had a 5.4 earthquake, Santa Cruz Islands, and it was 39 kilometers deep. The Santa Cruz Islands are over by Australia, so that is over here in this area where you see it going around. This is New Zealand down here, so this is right here in this area where my mouse is, right there. So that is the Santa Cruz Islands. And then let's see what we've had for 4s today. 4s have been pretty busy. Today is the 11th, so 4.0 earthquakes. We have had a 4.6 in the Banda Sea. It was 138 kilometers deep. There was a 4.7 in Myanmar, and it was 103 kilometers deep. There was a 4.7 northern mid-Atlantic ridge, and it was 10 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.4 in Coquimbo, Chile. Let's get the bell to go by. There was a 4.4 in Coquimbo, Chile, and it was 42 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.5 in Mindanao, Philippines, and it was 74 kilometers deep. Then they've had a 4.5 south of Fiji Islands, and it was 532 kilometers deep. That was 16 hours and 18 minutes ago for that 4.5. Then there was a 4.0. It was 10 kilometers deep. That was in Crete, Greece. Then there was a 4.5 in Kepulauan Barat Daya, Indonesia. It was 180 kilometers deep. Then, of course, we had the 5.2 southern Sumatra, Indonesia, which was 59 kilometers deep. That was 9 hours and 23 minutes ago. Then there was a 4.3 offshore Guatemala. It was 71 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.0 central Peru, and it was 128 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.0 Flores region, Indonesia, and it was 120 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.0 Antofagasta, Chile, and it was 131 kilometers deep. Then we've had a 4.1 southern Xinjiang, China. It was 33 kilometers deep. A 4.7 Santa Cruz Islands. It was 240 kilometers deep. The 5.4 that I mentioned, and it was 39 kilometers deep. So both of those were right here in this area, the 4.7 and 5.4, where my mouse is going around. Both of those. The 4.7, which was 240 kilometers deep, occurred before the 5.4, which was 39 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.7 offshore Sucre, Venezuela, and it was 75 kilometers deep. Then there was a 4.4, and it was 176 kilometers deep, and this was in Kepulauan, Babar, Indonesia. And that rounds out the 4.4s for today and the 4.0s for today. That last 4.4 occurred an hour and 13 minutes ago. The latest earthquake on Earthquakes 3D to have occurred is a 1.0 in Switzerland, which is 10 kilometers deep. Well, it's actually 6 kilometers deep according to EMSC. And that brings us up to speed as far as earthquakes. Hello, Juby. Hello, Hurricane. I hope y'all are doing well today. Today is the 11th. Woo woo! We're closing in on Christmas, you guys. Let me see. How many days till Christmas? I got 24 minus 11. Can I count? 24 minus 11 is 20. Well, no, is 13, right? 13 plus 11 is 24. So 13 more days to the 24th. So 14 more days until the 25th. My favorite day of the whole year. That and New Year's. Because New Year's starts the whole new year. And you know, I'm still sitting here wondering, what am I planning for the new year? You know what I'm planning for the new year? I am planning not to make any plans for the new year. It seems when you make plans for the new year, they just don't happen anyway. So don't make any plans for the new year, according to my book. So anything else new happened today? Besides it's pouring out rain outside? Oh my goodness. It's been raining since I woke up this morning, and it's not too cold. It's actually 64 degrees. It's warm. Let me see here. It's 64. It's actually 63. It feels like it's 56, but I was outside for a minute and it felt warm. So it's about different, but let me see what the temperature is going to be, because I think we're going to go back to being cold again. So tonight is supposed to get back down to the 30s. Tomorrow's going to be 52 with a low of 32. Friday is going to be 53 with a low of 37. But it looks like this month is pretty much going to stay more on the warmer side in the 50s and 60s, with the nighttime being lower in the 40s, 50s, and then dipping back down around the 18th to the 30s. So, hey, looks like we're going to have some cloudy days too. But usually around now we see some freezing weather, and not really seeing that coming. Warm, Heather. We're having a warm December. Warm December. Let me show you a warm December. Here we go. We're having rain. Offshore is having some storms, but we're just having rain. Rain, rain, rain. Guess I could show you on, what's the other one called? Windy. Show you windy here. Here we go with our storm patterns. Just rain, 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 and more rain. Oh, this is rain up into here too. Yeah, it froze last night and it was warm today. You're freezing? Oh, hope you warm up a little bit. It's usually warmer over there in California. I think Richard doesn't have any snow right now. Spoke to him a little while ago. I think we've had rain, what? This is our third day of having rain? Well, overcast and then rain. We've had rainstorms. But you know what I'm missing? I am missing winter. We haven't had any snow now since, I was looking at it, 2021. There has been no snow here since 2021 in my area. I have not looked at the Malibu fire situation today. I've been having computer issues today. So I have not looked up anything about what's going on with the California fire today. So I'm a bit behind, but if y'all want to post in the chat what's going on with the fire, that is great. I have not looked up anything yet. I am behind on that. I had issues with the computer, then I had issues with Facebook, I had issues with getting information. I had to update my computer, update my browser, clean my cookies, rescue my computer. I've been through everything. The Malibu fire is over 4,000 acres and 7% contained. Oh my God. You're having problems with your Messenger? Yeah, and then I looked up something and it said that Messenger was being updated. And then I started, after the Messenger issue with the computer, then I started having issues with Facebook. So then I'm like, okay, maybe they're just updating the whole thing. I don't know what they're doing. And the only other thing that I had looked at today was the fact that New Jersey and them are freaking out over the drones that have been over the military installations and trying to figure out what is going on with that. And that is kind of creepy considering the fact that, you know, they can't shoot those down. You had problems with your YouTube too? Yeah, I did earlier. I had some problems with YouTube too. That's why I was saying I was having problems with all kinds of stuff. I managed to fix that. I had to update my entire browser. I thought some of it might have to do with the fact that we had that X2 class flare, but I wasn't sure whether that was part of the issue or not. I mean, those flares can do a lot of damage, but I don't know what damage, and I don't want to get into it when I don't know enough information about it. Hey, is her bus the right one today? Okay.
It was the right one this whole time. The app was just being stupid.
So, my daughter was just telling me the app for the buses are messed up too.
It's not that they're messed up, they just updated it wrong. It's fine today, it worked today.
So let's see here if I can find some information on the California fires. But oh yeah, so what I was talking about was the drones that are going on up in New Jersey. They were talking about those, and I was watching the talks that were going on. Um, they've been not allowed to shoot them down, even though Homeland Security and all these other agencies are involved. They don't know who's been putting them up, and every time law enforcement gets their drones off the ground, the drones that are in the air go blank, go dark. So they've not been able to catch where they go back to. And they've been talking about the fact that they've actually been going up over military bases and talking about why these military bases don't have the rights to shoot them down. And the fact that they're actually going over very sensitive areas. Now, it reminds me a lot of the Chinese spy balloons and the fact that they allowed those Chinese spy balloons to go over a lot of our sensitive areas here in the United States before they shot it down off the East Coast. So, it does make you think a lot about what they're actually allowing to happen. Is this intentional? Does make you wonder some questions. See, here's the thing. They've actually the Guardian put out an article. It says mysterious New Jersey drone sightings prompts call for a state of emergency, and that was 5 hours ago. The Hill put out 5 things to know about the recent drone sightings in New Jersey. Let's see what that one states. It says reports of drone sightings in New Jersey have rattled Garden State residents in recent days, with Governor Phil Murphy saying on Monday that he's taking them deadly serious. The local FBI and wait 1 second. That looks like that one is over in France. So this 2.8 is in France. Okay, so let's go back to here. Governor Phil Murphy saying on Monday that he's taking them deadly serious. The local FBI field office in Newark last week said that they, alongside New Jersey authorities, are asking for the public to report any information related to the recent sightings of possible drones flying in several areas over the Raritan River. A Republican state senator called for a limited state of emergency over the drone sightings on Tuesday. Senator Cory Booker wrote a letter to federal officials dated Tuesday about the drone sightings. Here's what to know about the New Jersey drone sightings that have raised concerns among both the public and government officials. They are mounting reports of sightings. According to Wednesday's report from NCWQ.com, the drones were first spotted last month, with a majority of sightings in Hunterdon and Morris counties, which are part of the northern and central regions of the state. The outlet reported that some newer drone sightings have been located closer to Jersey Shore, as well as a number of northern and southern counties. A spokesperson with Morris County Sheriff's Office described the drones as similar to small cars in size. It's pretty big, according to NewJersey.com. According to Walt Miller, the police chief for the southern New Jersey township of Evansham, eyewitnesses called the drones as large as an SUV with blinking lights on them. As large as an SUV with blinking lights on them, the outlet reported. The New Jersey officials are expressing concerns about the sightings. On Monday, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said he is taking unidentified drone flights in his state deadly seriously. These are apparently, as I understand it, very sophisticated, Murphy told a group of reporters. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. And we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. We've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect, one of his homes here. This is something we're taking deadly serious. Last week, in a post on social platform X, Murphy said he convened a briefing to discuss reported drone activity over parts of north and central New Jersey, which included Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, others in the Department of Homeland Security, New Jersey government officials, and members of the state's congressional delegation. In a letter posted to X Tuesday by Senator Cory Booker, Democrat, New Jersey, addressed to outgoing FBI Director Christopher Wray, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, and Mayorkas, The New Jersey Democrat pushed for them to share any relevant information about these drone sightings with the public. Without transparency, I believe the rumors, fear, and misinformation will continue to spread, Booker added. In an interview with the Hill's sister network News Nation, White House National Secretary Communication Advisor John Kirby said Tuesday that there was nothing suggesting. I don't know, ask your mom. But thank you. Thank you. White House National Security Community Advisor John Kirby said Tuesday that there was nothing suggesting that it was a foreign adversary or foreign actor behind the drone sightings. The FBI is looking at this. DOJ is looking at this. I know the Department of Defense, when it affects, it comes near a military base, they're looking at this, Kirby said, adding that he can't tell you definitively exactly what they're talking about. See, this is what I don't get. A state senator called for a limited state of emergency due to the drone sightings. The state of New Jersey should issue a limited state of emergency banning all drones until the public receives an explanation regarding these multiple sightings, State Senator John Bramnick said in a statement Tuesday. Bramnick said in an appearance on Fox and Friends Wednesday that he requested the limited state of emergency because we do that in a snowstorm the day before the snow. Here's a situation where people are worried about drones flying over their houses, flying over military bases, and there seems to be no answers, he added. A military drone research center has denied being behind the drones. And you know what? New Jersey isn't the only state with drone sightings. Local newspaper, the Staten Island Advocate, reported Tuesday that there have now been drone sightings within the last few days in Staten Island, which is a borough of New York City. According to a Monday report from Philadelphia, the station was provided with multiple reports of flying objects within Delaware and Philadelphia counties. The Hill has reached out to Murphy's office, the FBI, and the Department of Transportation and the Department of Homeland Security for comment. So, that is an interesting article, and I will post this in the chat because there's also a poll on here which says, how concerned are you, if at all, about the recent drone sightings in New Jersey? And it would be interesting, so if you all would like to participate in that drone, that poll is listed within that article. Yeah, if any of us flew a drone over anywhere, we'd be gotten immediately. That's why I don't get how somebody flying a drone hasn't been caught. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, you have to put the drone down somewhere, right? So doesn't it have an electronic signal? Something's just fishy. It's kind of like the Chinese spy balloons that were allowed to fly over the military bases, and now they're letting drones fly over our military bases and over sensitive areas, and just something's very fishy. But next we'll be being told it's aliens. Don't worry, guys, it's aliens. They're only the size of cars. It's aliens. Okay, so the last earthquake that just hit, I've got a 3.5 just added to EMSC, 30 kilometers deep in Costa Rica. I thought you were going to laugh with that, Heather. It's aliens. I've never seen a drone the size of a car. I don't know. I mean, well, the ones that the military makes, but shoot. Can you imagine having to store a car-sized drone in your house? You have to put it in your garage or something. I mean, that thing's got to be pretty big. How would you have to lug that thing around? Can't put it in your backpack. Does it fold up? Wonder how light it is. Maybe a few people have to carry it. Yeah, I think so too, Heather. I think there's something nefarious going on. That's just my opinion, though. Everybody will arrive at their own opinion. That one is my opinion. It's nefarious. Okay, you guys, I will be right back. I'm going to go get my granddaughter a snack before she runs in here going, I need a snack. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the chat room. But I think if they were going to joyride around, they wouldn't be using car-sized, they'd be using bus sizes. I mean, that would be more comfortable. Or at least, the drone would look more like the best car made. I'll be right back. The snack has been accomplished. Okay. It's aliens. Juby Joe says, and of course the aliens are here and joyriding around. I believe it. The fallen aliens. I don't think they have wings. Oh, those are yuck. Ugh. Okay, that's gross. Well, it could be something else. Remember, they've been trying to come up with flying cars. So I wonder if they've come up with some flying cars. And they're testing them. Y'all don't see me back here. I'm blinking my eyes. Cheetos. My son bought some Cheetos. You know, the yellow ones. The Cheeto Puffs. I like the puffs and I don't like the crunchy ones. And these ones just don't taste right. Maybe it's me and I'm getting old and they just don't taste right. Nothing tastes right anymore. Nothing at all. I drink water and it don't taste good either. Well, that's what you get for trying to eat right. Hey, okay. Pentagon denies lawmakers' claims that New Jersey drones are from Iran. Alrighty then, this was 57 minutes ago. Fox News put this article out. Republican Jeff Van Drew called for drones to be shot down on Faulkner Focus. New Jersey Republican Jeff Van Drew said Wednesday that very qualified and reliable sources believe the mystery drones populating the Garden State skies are originating from the Iranian mothership parked off the U.S. East Coast, a claim the Pentagon subsequently denied. Here's the real deal, the GOP lawmaker told Fox News. I'm on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you, Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off the east coast of the United States of America. Boy, that makes me feel really safe. Van Drew did not provide the names and sources responsible for the information, citing confidentiality. Oh, a mothership. Oh boy. It's the mothership. Everybody run the mothership. And if y'all want to read the rest of this article, I'm going to post it in the chat because it's the mothership. There you go. There's the article. I wonder, what are y'all's opinions and where do you think they're coming from? Juby says, I think it's possible that they are coordinating a drone show for the inauguration. You know, that is a good thought. It could be a drone show that they are practicing for, because they do drone shows. So I wonder. That's one thought. I think that if it was something that was dangerous, I think that they would have been taken out by now. What are motherships? Because it says right here, you know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. So what are motherships? Is a mothership a big, huge drone? Yep, that'll be a no-fly zone. You're right. I wonder if they'll allow airplanes. All of New Jersey becomes a no-fly zone. Watch. No flying, anything. Not even a bird will be allowed to fly. Just kidding. Do not throw that pencil. It will be considered a flying object. It is, it is something to think about because the first times that they've actually used, and that I can think of, that drones were used in combat has been in Ukraine. When the Ukrainians started using drones for war and dropping bombs from drones. So it does make sense that you would start thinking about the fact that drones are being used here in the United States, because that could become nefarious. That is something to worry about. And YouTube just stole the people off of my video. I was watching it go from 14 all the way down to 4. Kabam! So the last earthquake to occur was the 2.8 in France 24 minutes ago. So that was the latest earthquake to have occurred. So EMSC is slow today. There has not been anything yet since then. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have been talking about drones that have been flying over New Jersey. We went over the earthquakes at the very beginning of the video. If you scroll back on the live stream, you will see that we talked about earthquakes. And we've been talking about the drones that have been over New Jersey. And today is pretty much a whatever chat. Whatever topic comes up is what we will talk about today. Where are you going? Okay, it's not raining hard enough for emergency flashers, lady. Oh, maybe it is, and I'm just not outside. I saw a horrible car accident yesterday. I saw the road that I live off of. I say it's a crazy road, but this black pickup truck saw the whole front side of it. I didn't see another vehicle, just the front side of this vehicle. The whole front tire was bent up underneath the car and out the front. Looked like it had hit somebody, but the whole front of the vehicle was destroyed. Okay, you must be looking for somebody. No idea who you're looking for. Weird. So they're trying, some of the lawmakers are saying that the drones originated in Iran. The U.S. Military Research Center has denied that the drones are theirs. Republican Smith says that 50 of the drones came in from the ocean. At least a dozen trailed Coast Guard ships, and he stated that 21 hours ago. So, there may be something to the Iranian information, but it's being denied, so I still want to know what a mothership is. If we had a ship off the coast that belonged to Iran, I'm pretty sure we'd be trailing it. And that would be kind of strange that we would allow any type of drones from any Iranian ship to come into our country. Wouldn't that be considered an act of war? Yeah, that's true, Juby. Hello, Richard. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're not having snow today. Is it warmer there today? And also, little update on our CEO shooter, supposed, and I'm just going to call him a supposed. He got an attorney, and he has pleaded not guilty to the charges that he was charged with in Philadelphia, and he is fighting extradition back to New York. And New York is stating that they are still going to try to charge him and extradite him back to New York. And his lawyer is stating that he will, if he is charged, he will be pleading not guilty. Yeah, I don't think it's him either. I was looking at the pictures of him, and I don't think his eyebrows match. I was looking at the pictures of him that they caught from New York, and then the pictures that they have from him from his arrest. And if you look at the eyebrows, they just don't match. His eyes don't even match. So I think they got the wrong guy. And just my opinion, if you're going to get a fake ID, if you have a fake ID, couldn't that fake ID be multiplied by plenty of people having a fake ID? I mean, there's common sense there. Many people could have the same fake ID. Just seems like an easy target and maybe a setup. But we'll have to wait and see, because until proven guilty, he's innocent in the eyes of the law. So yes, I've been watching that case closely as well. His attorney came out and did a interview, and he did not have a whole lot to say other than he had become his attorney, and that he had pled not guilty, and that if he was to be extradited, he was fighting his extradition, and that if he were to be charged, that he would be pleading not guilty. And that he had nothing further to say about him. He didn't talk very much about his family. He didn't talk anything else about his client. From what I could tell, he seemed to be a good attorney. And let's hope that all's fair in law, because there was another case that was really sad. There was a lady, and I was watching another thing this morning, and I hadn't really familiarized myself with this one, but there was a woman who was trying to run away from someone who had been abusing them, and the police decided to let her walk down the side of the road, even though they had stopped and had noted that she had looked like she had been drinking. And they decided to continue to let her walk down the side of the road in the pitch black dark. And she ended up being hit by a semi-truck and killed, even though the police could have picked her up off the side of the road and given her a ride to the gas station, which is what she had asked, instead of leaving her on the side of the road and letting her walk down the side of the road in the pitch black dark where she couldn't see anything. And 13 minutes later, she was dead. So they are being reprimanded. I think that they should be responsible. But of course, their attorney's fighting on their side. Let me see. I will go to my history and give y'all the video for that one. And y'all can look at this one yourselves if you would like to. This one upset me. Let me see if I can find it still. Here it is. Cops told injured woman to walk to the next town. She didn't make it. And this is the video. So you can watch this later if you want. It upset me enough that I thought I would share it with you guys. I think that the police officer should be more than reprimanded. I think, to be honest, my opinion, if it had been female police officers, they might have done the right thing. She sat there and told them that she was injured, and they could have, by law, called out a ambulance and had the ambulance check her out. They saw that she could have been drinking. The family itself turned in later a receipt. If you watch the video, you'll see that there was a receipt where she had actually bought the alcohol at the store right before where they had found her. So apparently she had been drinking. So they could have gotten her for public intoxication, which would have saved her life. If they had picked her up and taken her to the next gas station, they could have saved her life. But her walking on the side of a road in pitch black darkness, you know what? They in a way condemned her. I mean, they even said, hey, stay on this side of the lines if you don't want to die. If it had been a female police officer, I'm pretty sure that they would have picked her up, and there were phone calls made that she was not safe. So, you know what? If complaints were made, I guess they should have done the right thing. Anyway, that's a little bit off topic from earthquakes and such, but I thought that I would share that because that video kind of upset me, and I think that people ought to see what's going on. There's good cops out there and there's bad cops out there, but that's one that's irresponsible. Okay, Terry, most of us have repented, but we love you. Please don't repent of anything in my chat room. Make sure you repent in church or you repent at home to God on your own. Sometimes repenting with other people is good, but in my chat room, I don't want to know what you're guilty of. I am a born-again Christian. I'll be the first one. I have no problem with telling people my faith. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody coming into the channel. Okay, we've had a 0.9, 11 kilometers deep. That appears to be over there. Looks like maybe in the France area. But that's Turkey right here. So, I'm looking, that looks like maybe Italy. Turkey-Syria borders had a 1.6 and a 1.6, so they've had two 1.6s, which are not on here. And that's according to EMSC. Both of those were 6 kilometers deep, and both of them were posted 27 minutes ago. So either that or EMSC is double posting again. I see a 0.9, 7 kilometers deep on EMSC, but that one is not it. And that's in Western Turkey. You know what we haven't done yet? Let's look at Oregon Live and see if the United States has had any earthquakes on the East Coast. I'm still watching the New Madrid as well. Ugh. I am not seeing anything new on the East Coast. Take that back. There was a 2.2 in Greenville, Tennessee yesterday. So, there was a 2.2 in Greenville, Tennessee yesterday. Let's see over here, New Madrid. That was the 9th. What's this one? That one's new. 9th. So these are all the 9th. You got a nice little. Those are all the 9th. Nothing new on the East Coast. So we should be expecting some earthquakes here on the East Coast and towards the middle of the country. Most of these are nothing new. So we've seen nothing through here. All of these were the 9th, and there has been nothing since then. It's been a 1.7 in McCarthy, Alaska. And I've been watching this area here. This area has been quiet. This is all USGS posted earthquakes. So that is not EMSC posted earthquakes. That is Alaska, Aleutian Islands. 1.9. 1 kilometer depth aftershock. There's been a few in St. Lawrence on the Canadian seismic site. Let me look at Canada real quick. Okay, so we're looking at Canada. You can see the pink ones over here. There's been a red one here. That one's today, so there's been a 2. That one was a 1.7 magnitude right there. It was 2 kilometers deep. There's been 3 earthquakes today, a 0.7, a 0.1, and a 3.7. This one was Juneau, Alaska. So that's the 3.7 that occurred right there. It was 5 kilometers deep. Let's see here. What's up, baby? So that one is all the way up towards the turn here. Fairweather Glacier. And that's the North American Pacific transform boundary there. So it's right on the corner with Canada and Alaska here.
Hi, Grandma.
What you need, Mom? What's up?
Ooh.
What's up, Ella? What do you need? Why do you have tape attached to you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Ooh, shit.
You already got some.
Aw.
Where's your bowl? I'll give you some. That one is in California. Here. You like these? I don't like these.
I like these.
You like these. I don't like these. I don't like them at all. I think they're gross.
I think they're yummy. They taste good.
Well, that's the difference between me and you. You've got a little tongue and I've got an old tongue.
Yeah.
Yuck. They're gross. Thank you. Gibraltar. Gibraltar is over here. Gibraltar has earthquakes quite a bit. Let's go through. I'll show you where Gibraltar is. This is Gibraltar. All the way over here. Over here. That's the Strait of Gibraltar. Where you see these earthquakes. Ta-da! Where this 2.9 and 2.8 are. Right there. Well, I'll show you on Google Earth, actually. Hang on. It's easier that way. Okay. So we go through here. And this is Gibraltar. If you see where it just popped up, this is Gibraltar right here. So that's the Strait of Gibraltar. Comes right through here. Where it says Strait of Gibraltar. So that area there always gets earthquakes. And the other earthquakes you see are coming through here. That area there is Andorra. So that's Spain, I believe. That's Madrid. This is France. This is the border here. So this is Spain. This is France. This is the border area. This is Gibraltar here. This is Morocco. You have Algeria over here. Tunisia. Portugal is this little area right here. Then you usually get the earthquakes that come through here. So do you see it right there? That's Gibraltar. That 3.0, 36 kilometers deep, is offshore Coquimbo, Chile. And the next one behind that is a 2.9, El Salvador, 12 kilometers deep. Four point six. Where you at? Over here. It's either an upgrade or a downgrade. That's the 4.6, 140 kilometers deep, Kepulauan, Babar, Indonesia. This was an earthquake that occurred 51 minutes ago. So this one has been upgraded or downgraded. Now this I have, because I have three different, or I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different feeds on here. They are going to upgrade and downgrade on the feeds. As they upgrade and downgrade, this will ring. The newest earthquake to have hit, though, is a 2.9, 12 kilometers deep, El Salvador, according to EMSC. And this one occurred 10 minutes ago. We've had a 0.8. Where is this? Wait. A 0.86 kilometers. This didn't even show up on my on Oregon Live earthquake map. So this occurred today. 0.8, 6 kilometers south of Centerville, South Carolina. It was 5.4 kilometers depth. Huh. Okay, so that occurred today. Okay, so that has to be USGS. Because that one's 2.4, 12 kilometers deep. But EMSC has 2.9, 12 kilometers deep. Wonder if EMSC is going to ring in that one. That's El Salvador. Wait, yeah, let me see. I'm waiting for El Salvador to come around. Now we got a 0.7. Hang on a minute. I'm going to redo this. Since I messed up. Sorry. You're getting dark there already? Oh yeah, it's probably about 5 o'clock for you. It's almost 4 here. I'm looking for the 0.9. 0.999999999. You know, even USGS, I'm looking on here, they're not showing that 0.8 over here for South Carolina. Hmm. I gotta figure out how to get to the other earthquakes. Yeah, that 0.8 will not be on on EMSC. You know what I want? Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I want to go look at this earthquake. Even though it's a little 0.8er. Housing. School. Or is that a college? Looks like maybe a college. No, it's a high school. State historic site. the Ashley River. Cool, 3D. Big old houses back in there. Nothing big to have caused this earthquake. Walmart. State Historic Site. Nothing big. Well, that 2.65 kilometers deep is Greece. That's the newest earthquake on EMSE. Happened 4 minutes ago. You can't do Google Maps 3D? Oh, I broke my straw. Well, shoot. Okay, well, I guess I had to do that. Food is ready. What are you eating for dinner, Richard? Not sure yet. But you said food was ready. Now you got me hungry. Man. Richard over here teasing me. The food is ready. These 0 km earthquakes, I don't know about this. All of these are earth depth. Ah, you get texted. All right, I am going to let this stream run for a few minutes and I will be right back. Well, Facebook is still not working. Facebook is still not working. I went over there and I wanted to post the link and still not working. Can use Messenger again though. Yay! Oh jeez. What a mess. You're cleaning up from past food fights? I'm thinking about what I'm having for dinner, but I can't think because I don't know. Maybe chicken. I'm not even hungry though. That's why food just don't taste right. Nope. Okay. Where's the 3.2? 3.2. I'm seeing a 3.2, 37 kilometers deep. And I'm looking for it. I have a feeling that's going to be... I'm waiting for it to come back around. Where are you? Down here in New Zealand. Okay, so the 3.2, 37 kilometers deep is in New Zealand. Now we have 4.6. That one has already been in. That one is being updated by EMSC. That is a 4.6, 26 kilometers in depth. So that one is being done by EMSC, maybe USGS, because EMSC has a 4.6 at 26 kilometers in depth, and I believe USGS has a 4.6 at 25 kilometers depth. Where is this one? Where is this one? New Zealand. So that's a 4.8 in New Zealand. Down here. Yeah, I didn't get it either. So I'm looking. Hang on. I'm looking at GeoNet. GeoNet had a 4.933 kilometers deep, and that was 9:57 a.m. their time. That was the last earthquake they had 8 minutes ago. So it was a 4.933 kilometers deep. So we can see it here on GeoNet. The last two earthquakes they had for New Zealand, they deleted. And then this one was 8 minutes ago, 9:57 a.m. their time, 4.933 kilometers in depth. And I will post this link in the chat so anybody that wants to follow along with New Zealand's earthquakes can look at GeoNet, which is what we use for the earthquakes for New Zealand, since we have GeoNet up here for the last 150 earthquakes. So you will not see those on EMSC, and the ones that do go on EMSC are slow to report on EMSC because it is not posted on EMSC yet. Fact, it will be the next earthquake that posts on here because this is what's posted for EMSC, and I'm going to show y'all what EMSC is showing on the backside for EMSC right now. They are showing it, but they have not posted it yet. They're showing a 5.4, 4.9, and 6.0 chromatic island regions. GeoNet is showing a 4.9. So it'll be interesting to see what EMSC decides to show for this earthquake. They showed a 5.6, so I wonder if EMSC is going to come in with a 5.6. So that'll be interesting. I would rather go with what GeoNet says for the earthquake than what EMSC says for the earthquake, as GeoNet is more accurate than EMSC is. Yeah, I looked at the at EMSC's back page, but I also checked GeoNet to see what the accurate size is for the earthquakes that they show for their own area. No, it's not stuck. They just posted it on the front page for EMSC. So it was just posted. So I'm waiting because EMSC is going to post this earthquake. And we're just going to go look at where EMSC posted it for the chromatic islands. So let's just go take a peek real quick. This is the 5.6 that EMSC is going to call. This is a 4.6 according to GeoNet. Or what was it, a 4.9? Hang on, I've got to look at GeoNet's site again. GeoNet is reading this one as a 4.9, 33 kilometers deep. This is the earthquake that they are reading. I believe this one is it. So let me see what we have here for GeoNet and what we have here for EMSC. So this is the area which is posted for EMSC. Let's see what we have for GeoNet for the 4.9. The 4.9 for this one is posted same area, same location. So I believe this is it here. That's the 4.9 there. So it is same location. So EMSC is showing this one to be a 5.6. GeoNet is showing it to be a 4.9. So I am pretty sure that this quake will be downgraded by EMSC to match GeoNet. And I did post the link for GeoNet, so you can look at that. Just make sure you select all when looking at the earthquakes. Then you will see the ones that have been deleted and the ones that have been selected as good earthquakes. Anyway, this is the earthquake here. This is the Pacific Australian convergent boundary here. This is divergent boundary there. And this is Curtis Island submarine volcano there. Then we also have Macaulay Island caldera there. And Brimstone Island submarine volcano there. This area moves, believing northeast, I think it's westward, at 88 millimeters per year. Well, they don't agree on the depth, on the size. So the 5.6 chromatic islands, depth 28, according to GeoNet, is a 4.9, 33 kilometers deep. So we have rung in both the 4.3 and the 4.9 and the 5.6. And EMSC has downgraded to 5.5 chromatic islands, New Zealand. So they've gone down to 5.5. So we're waiting to see how much further down they will go. Richard says most agencies throw darts at maps and roll dice for magnitudes. Well, that's kind of interesting. Let's hope that's not how they do it. Except for the 0.999999. So I'd been expecting around that size for Fiji. So now I'm expecting around that size for the Chile area, going into Argentina, and then going into the South Sandwich Islands. And that will probably complete out the week. And hopefully begin the next week all over again. Hopefully next week will be started with lower earthquakes. Still need to fill in from here to here. So these are all threes. We have a 4 here, 3s here, a stack here with 3s. So these will probably be filled in with 4s in between these areas here. Still need some out here. Sorry, you guys, I'm kind of zoning. I'm looking at the earthquakes 3D and looking at earthquakes. So if y'all look at the Canada area, that's the last 30 days worth of earthquakes for Canada. Because Canada does have earthquakes. Whistle while you work? I can't whistle. I can't whistle. My whistle's broken. I hope to always be learning. That is one of the things in life that you should do. Always be learning. Always be learning something. Because there's so much in life that I still don't know yet that I want to know. Boy, you get a lot of earthquakes over in this area. There's a lot of earthquakes over in this area. But you get a lot of earthquakes over in this area too. All the way up near where you live. Like this big old stack up here. The last 30 days been busy over here on the West Coast. Look at that. Suffice it to say, Canada is not quiet. Canada does have earthquakes. I only put on those last 30 days because we have people that are from Canada and I have a Canadian moderator. And, you know, we get Canadian earthquakes that happen every day. So, you know, I like to show the Canadian earthquakes too. Sometimes we get big Canadian earthquakes. Richard, do you ever feel any of the earthquakes? That is the 4.8, 33 kilometers reading in for New Zealand again.
Hey, Grandma, what is that car? What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Oh, that just says Santa's workshop.
Yeah, but where did that come from?
Where did it come from?
Where did it come from?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. It just appeared.
What? It's appeared nowhere.
Yeah, it just appeared from nowhere.
Where did it appear from?
Well, let's see. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere. What? What? I have no idea. It showed up and the other one moved in there. Can you find the other one?
It has to go back over there.
No. I like that one better.
Aw. I like this one.
Can't decorate for Christmas and not put the ones on the door where they go.
I like this one.
Well, I like that one too. I like all of them. Which one do you like the most?
That one.
You like that one the most?
Yeah.
Maybe we should hang it over your bed.
Okay.
Oh, not right now though, okay? We'll do it later.
Yeah. I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Well, tell your mom you want to hang it over your bed.
No.
No?
I'm going to put it over your mom.
All right. I told her, she said, I have some decorations and I put one in the bathroom, and she saw it and she goes, but I love it. And I said, okay. And I told her, well, maybe you should hang it in your room. And she says, no. And I told her, well, maybe you can have your mom hang it over your bed. And she goes, no, I think I'll hang it in the living room. I still haven't gotten my lights up on my balcony yet. The 14th is supposed to be the day for the street lights. Boy, hey, I'm watching all this wind outside. We must have a storm. Let me look at windy. We got a lot of wind outside right now. Let me see what's going on in my area. Okay, so I'm like seeing leaves flying all over the place. Let me see here. I'm here. Well, not in our area, but there is a severe storm warning. But it's to the north of me, the northeast. But there is a severe storm warning moving into, wow, that wind is nuts. I got some loony wind outside, you guys. Okay, so this is moving into Elizabeth City here in Virginia Beach. So if you're anywhere in those areas, you might want to take cover. That is a severe storm warning there. Whoa! Whoa! What the heck? Did y'all hear that? Something just flew up and hit the building. Hang on. I gotta look out the window. Hang on a minute. What the heck was that? Okay, you guys, I'm gonna give y'all a camera for a second. So y'all can see out there. I don't know if y'all can see or not. See if it slowed down a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see really well. The wind was getting really nuts for a few minutes. Okay, let me see if I can point it up towards those trees. Oh well. I tried. I tried, you guys. I can see. Can y'all still hear me? I hope y'all can still hear me. I turned off the camera because of the fact that I think it was a little bit too blurry. Sorry, they came through and did clean out the windows, but the windows are blurry from the outside. I was trying to give y'all a view. It is like really windy and the trees are really getting some wind outside too. Okay, so I am not dressed to be on camera right now, or I would just turn the camera around and let y'all see me. Sorry. Huh? Yeah, you can turn it off, baby. Oh, that was some wind. I don't know where that came from. That was just like whoosh. Did y'all hear that boom noise? Something flew up and hit the building, but I was looking out the window and I couldn't see what it was. As long as it didn't hit my car, we just fine. If y'all saw that blue thing sitting out front, that was my car. Yeah, I thought we might get snow earlier today. We didn't get any snow. No snow. Not my luck. No snow. And I'm right here. So that blew over real fast. Do y'all see how fast that went? Look how fast that passed. That was quick. Because it passed over just as fast as I've been sitting here watching this. That was quick. That storm done boogied. Okay, so anyway, back to the earthquakes. Got my heart racing. Got my heart racing there. Dark outside, no outside view from here tonight. LOL. y'all got me showing the outside. Looked like you was going to get hit with snow earlier today. Thank you, Juby. Where was Heather? I needed to show Heather. 4.4. Okay, so they're looking for a 5 to a 6 in Indonesia. There's that one that I was talking about for Australia. Remember they had one there? Now they've had one here. There's the 3.3 for Australia. Because I was talking about the one that they had here, and I said that they would have one on the other side. So there it is. Hey, Sage Pup, how are you doing? Ooh, that was fun. Okay, so let me when I have some time, I will start putting me on camera. I just got to, get myself all made up and doed up and all that good stuff and start being on camera more. I know. I should. I mean, I'm sure y'all have seen me, right? If y'all haven't, so let me show y'all a picture of me. That way y'all know I'm a human. This is a picture of me. 'Cause I'm a human. This is me. That's my newest picture. I got a little bit of gray hair. Whee! And the storm passed over like that. Kapoof, gone. All the gray sky and everything is now to the right of me. But if y'all saw that blue thing I was showing y'all, that was my car. The blue thing. You just got home. You're doing better today. That's awesome. I am glad to hear you are doing better. Thank you, Juby. I appreciate it. Who's not a robot? Me? I might be. I am here to make your day. Beep, 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 beep. Prayers for your friend in Australia. I don't know what's going on, but I hope that they are doing well. So prayers for them. It looks like we're getting some wind again. Maybe it's a nor'easter. Nope, it's not coming from the north. A nor'wester? Okay, so I don't see an earthquake on the thing. 1.7. We've had a, well, now EMSC is downgraded to 5.6 to a 5.2 Kermadec Islands, New Zealand. It is a 4.6 according to GeoNet, 33 kilometers deep. So, like I said, I have a feeling EMSC is going to downgrade until they're in line with GeoNet. So, we'll see. Halmahera, Indonesia has had a 4.4, 228 kilometers deep. That was the latest earthquake according to EMSC. The 1.7, 4 kilometers deep is all the way over here. That appears to be possibly California or Nevada. California is still having some aftershocks, but not that many according to EMSC. The last one that occurred for offshore was 2 hours and 32 minutes ago for California offshore. And they're not really having that many, but San Francisco Bay had an earthquake today. 2 hours and 58 minutes ago, they had a 2.2, 1 kilometer deep. So I would be keeping an eye on the San Francisco Bay Area in California. Even Greater Los Angeles also had a 2.0, 4 kilometers deep. So seeing some activity down in that area. But got to keep an eye out because of the 6.0 that happened in Nevada. That activity's got to spread out to come across country. And as I was noting, there hasn't really been anything that has come across the United States since the 9th. And today is the 11th. So that area is building up to push earthquakes that are going to be coming across the United States here soon. Just the matter is going to be the size. Sage Pup, you know, you should do anything that you want to do and have fun doing it. And I think that would be fun. I'd be willing to watch. Yep, that sounds like it would be entertaining. Oh, you're welcome. You know, long time ago, and I'm going to tell this story again. Long time ago, and it was way back in 2011. I looked at my kids and I told them, I'm going to be a YouTuber. And my kids looked at me and they said, Mom, you're going to do what? And I told them, I'm going to be a YouTuber. And they told me, you're too old for that. And I told them, I don't think you're ever too old to do anything you want to set your mind out to do. And I started a YouTube channel. Guess what? I haven't looked back. And I think that anything you set your mind on, you should always try to do what you want to do. You should always try it. If you fail at it, then you fail at it. But at least try it. And don't give up. Always try. And when did I become interested in earthquakes? I became interested in earthquakes back in... My son was 6 years old. And I was sitting in my apartment in Tacoma, Washington. I was sitting at a table. And let me see. So back when my son was 6 years old would have been 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So it would have been 1999. And I was sitting at my table. And we had an earthquake. And at first it felt like a wall was coming at me as I was sitting at the table. It was like an invisible wall, but I could like feel it. And the whole apartment started shaking. And I got up and ran out the door as the apartment started shaking. And I remember from that moment on, I became intrigued. I started wanting and learning everything that I could about earthquakes. And from that moment on, it was when I became interested and intrigued. Funk Island, Newfoundland. So Funk Island is a small, barren, isolated, uninhabited island approximately 65 kilometers or 41 miles northeast of Musgrove Harbour, Newfoundland, Canada. The island is roughly, and let me pull it up on Google Earth. So it's right here. It's a tiny little island. It's an ecological reserve. The island is trapezoidal in shape with maximal length of 0.8 or 1.8 miles and a maximum width of 300 yards and is nearly flat. The island is composed of feldspathic granite and is traversed by two distinct fault lines which cross the island in northwesterly direction, almost parallel to each other. The fault lines divide the island into three separate entities. The northeastern portion consists of mainly bare rock, the central portion has scattered vegetation, and the largest portion of the island, the southwestern, which occupies over half of the island surface, over the land surface, is covered with grasses, lichens, and mosses. Landing on Funk Island is extremely difficult and dangerous, though in calm weather there are 3 points where a safe landing can be effective. Gannet Head, the southwestern corner of the island, and the Landing Rock, just north of the Gannet Head, are 2 such places. On the north side, approximately 190 yards west of the escape point, the easternmost tip of the island, there is a steep cliff. Set in the cliff is a natural shelf called the Bench, approximately 4 inches wide, which slopes up the cliff face, which allow relatively easy access to the surface. The cold Labrador Current provides good breeding ground for cold water fish, which in turn supports large breeding seabird population of the island. At high tide, the seas break wildly against cliffs, and in particularly high seas, water waves break over the island. There are 2 large rock bunkers which lie off the southwest of the island. The 2 bunkers are washed over by the sea and provide roosting but not nesting areas for many of the seabirds, particularly the gannets. The island and the bunkers make up what is known as the funks. There are no navigational aids or lighthouses on the island despite the number of shipwrecks and the loss of life that have occurred in the area. The name funk, which means evil odor or vapor, is thought to have been given to the island because of the foul odor which predominates there. The smell arises from the nitrate and phosphate concentrations found in the guano deposited by many of the millions of birds which have nested there over the centuries. However, an alternative theory suggests that the name may be traced to the Norse or Icelandic word for haycock, which the island resembles. So, the demise, and I'm looking for something. So, that's as much as I can tell you about it. And here's a little picture. So, this shows the fault lines that run across it. This shows the shelving rock, the landing, Gannett Head, the bluffs, shelving rock, the bluffs, Indian Gulch, and escape point, the bench, and the bluffs, and the pools of brackish water. So, across here is where the fault lines are. Well, anywhere that there is fault lines, you can have earthquakes. So yes. But like Sage Pup says, it's just less likely in some areas versus others, and that's truthful. Thanks, Juby. I find that to be interesting. Let's see. Hang on a minute. I'm looking to see if there is something that shows when the last time it had an earthquake. I don't see when the last time. See, I was looking to see if there's any history on earthquake Funk Island. Hang on. Nope, I'm not seeing any kind of data. It would be nice. There's been a 1.0 Switzerland. 4 kilometers deep. The Great Auk. Hang on. I believe this is it right here. It's the Great Auk, Glasgow Auk, replica egg, a lost pair of biological, the only flightless bird that bred in Europe. So I believe that's it. The penguin of Canada. Look at that beak. Aww. Okay, give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh. I like scallops.
Hi. The chips are just right there.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Do you want some more?
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you some from the kitchen?
No.
No? So you want those?
Yeah.
You don't like those in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is the last bit or you're going to ruin your dinner, okay?
Okay.
You know, no more than this, because if I give you any more, you're going to ruin dinner and then you won't be wanting to eat supper and your mom will get mad at me. Okay? Where is the 2.2? Oh, down there in New Zealand. Okay. Lilith Dotheden, I have no idea about underground bases. I don't look into that, so I wouldn't know. I'd be the wrong person to ask. Other people might be able to answer that question for you. I don't know anything about that. My personal opinion is that the plates are moving and building up pressure, and the pressure is causing earthquakes. And welcome to the channel. Yeah, I was watching El Salvador, Chile, Argentina. I've been seeing deep earthquakes over there in South America. So I'm expecting to see a bigger earthquake in South America going into Argentina and into the South Sandwich Islands. And South Sandwich Islands is a normal area to see a bigger earthquake. So we should be expecting a 5 to a 6 in the South Sandwich Islands anyway. I don't want to say it possible to see a 7, but that's up to time. And we're also watching this area here. And what I don't have turned on is my volcanoes. So we do have several volcanoes that are active right now. You're very welcome, Lilith. Lilith of Eden. Think there's going to be fireworks when the world starts to rock and roll? Oh, yes. That's a 2.6 El Salvador, 13 kilometers deep. Still watching over here, Mexico. We have not seen anything here. Would not surprise me if we were to see something here. Oh, that's awesome. I like the name. $39, that's a long time. Thank you, I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. We are live almost every day, with the exception of Sundays. Sometimes Sundays I'm live and sometimes I'm not. And then when I'm not live, sometimes I will do an update video if there is a big earthquake. I am usually live every day for at least 2 hours, sometimes 3. It just depends on what I'm doing during the day and if I have anything going on. All I know is that the 16th I will not be live. I have some medical stuff going on that day that is going to keep me from being online. Huh, I have never played Call of Duty. My son has wanted to teach me, so could probably do that if I can get my son to get in there. You guys, I broke my straw for my cup. I have one of those plastic cups that comes with the built-in straw. Oh, I broke it. So now I have to figure out getting another cup because my straw broke. Well, this is not going to work. Oh. I went to go take the cup and take the top off, and the straw broke. Oh. And now I've done dropped the straw into the cup. All right. I'll let my son know. He plays on he has a PlayStation. I think it's a PlayStation. Is it a PlayStation? Hey, Chris. Oh. Yeah, I think he's got PS5 or something like that, whatever it is. The newest gaming thingy. Well, I bought it for him 2 years ago as a birthday present. So well, I think it was actually 2 years ago. Thank you. Hey, Chris has a PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's a PlayStation. So is Facebook fixed yet, or is it still dead? I don't know what to think of Facebook. I was trying to send messages, and it's just vanishing into the netherworld. And I'm like, okay, so there's definitely something wrong with it. And then I was trying to put links to the groups to let people know that I was live on YouTube, and it was just putting a link. And then when I tried to post it, it says something's wrong, and I'm like, yeah, something's really wrong. It won't post. Penguin versus kangaroo. Penguin. Good choice? Yeah, I like penguins. I was just thinking about kangaroos. They kick you, it hurts. At least that's what I've heard. You ever heard? I've seen videos of boxer kangaroos. Sounds a little painful. Oh my goodness, I broke my straw. So there's been that 1.4. Where is the 1.4? The 1.4 looks like it's in Italy. Or is that France? Yep, that's Italy. Now there's been a 2.4. Ten kilometers deep. Well, I saw it. There was a 2.4. But the 1.4 is over here. There's been a 2.6 in El Salvador, which is over here. A 1.0 in Switzerland. Oh, you're off your rocker today, Richard? You're okay. Today's one of those days where it rained half the day. Then we get hit with a windstorm, which was weird. Throwing leaves all over the place. Mother Nature's got a leaf problem because there's leaves everywhere now. Call them leaves or leaf? Leaves? Leaves. Leaves? Leaves or leaf? Okay. The sky is now a pink color. Pink and gray. Half of the trees look like they're in fall. The other half look like they're in spring. And then you got the green trees, the evergreens. Hey, Broke Fishing! Hey, how you doing? North Carolina hasn't decided what season it's in because, you know, it's still 54 degrees here. You see, it's 51. Feels like 34. Right. Okay. I was outside a few minutes ago to check something, and it still felt like it was 54 degrees. Oh, that's awesome, Brooke. I am so glad to hear that. Are you going to be able to get it for him? That is awesome. I am glad to hear that. Anybody that wants to help with that fundraiser can still help. And this is the link for Broke Fishing's fundraiser. I am posting it in my chat. That is the link if you want to help with it. I believe it says he's got something like 80 something dollars left to go on it. So that is the link for Broke Fishing's fundraiser that I just posted in my chat room. and it's to purchase a computer for graphic arts mentorship. That's awesome, Brookfishin. I am so happy that you are almost there with getting that for your son. I'm happy. Um, that is good news. You guys, if y'all want to help out, that is the link for his fundraiser. He's got $713 of 800, and they're accepting contributions until January 4th, 2025. But I'm sure that they would like to close this out sooner than that to be able to get the laptop that they need or computer that they need, that they want to get. So if you can help them out, that is a link that is on their channel, and I'm going to give you also a link to Brookfishin's channel, and you can go there and subscribe to his channel. And this is Brookfishin's channel. This is a link to his channel. Brookfishin does live streams as well, and does videos as well. Also remember to hit his like button when you subscribe so that you'll know when he goes live and when he uploads videos. He has some live streams coming up. His next live stream is set for the 15th at 8 p.m. Oh, you're very welcome. Yes, please, 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 you guys, when y'all hit subscribe, remember to hit the like buttons. Those like button, I mean, not the like button, but when you subscribe, hit the bell icon. And remember to select all, because by selecting all, you'll know when the person that you have subscribed to is going live when they upload videos. When you don't select all and you don't hit the bell icon, then all you've done is subscribe, but then you won't know when the person who you subscribe to is making or doing live streams. Ooh, somebody's in trouble. Somebody's in trouble. Oops. Same with on this channel, because I have 2,500 and something people, but sometimes I wonder if back then they didn't have the bell icon. You had to remember the channel that you went to and that you were subscribed to. So the way that I used to be able to look up a channel that I had gone to was to go down through my subscribe list and go and click on the channel that I wanted to go back to. Then they started putting in a button, a bell icon, which now tells people that that you can view a video when somebody puts a video up. But they didn't have that a long time ago. So that's something new that we didn't used to have. Broke Fishing says, I'm so grateful for the help. Just wow. A lot of y'all don't know. If you are somebody who does videos and you moderate for me, 9 times out of 10, I moderate for you as well. And by helping each other, we help each other grow. You're wishing for thunder snow? Ooh, cool. So you guys, I haven't started Christmas shopping yet. I'm trying to figure out, what do you get for a 6-year-old? And what do you get for a 12-year-old? I have no idea. And I'm talking about a 12-year-old who is so smart. We are looking at earthquake 3D. We are looking at earthquakes that are happening around the world. And we're just talking in chat and having a fun time. And welcome to the channel, Carla. So, anyways, we're talking about a 12-year-old who is very smart, who could tell me everything there is to know about the galaxy. And everything there is to know about the world, who's probably smarter than me, who's a straight A student. Richard, you still want one of those overpriced Chinese Trump guitars, okay? You're welcome, Carla. In case anybody wants to know, we are looking at earthquake 3D. We are looking at earthquakes that are coming in from USGS, EMSC, GeoNet. Oh, he's got a telescope. That he does have already. We're looking at earthquakes coming in from GeoNet and from INGV Italy. Yep, he's got a telescope. Do you know what? He doesn't like most things that most kids like. He likes things that are very complex. And he's into computer stuff. So he's very hard to find something for. And I'm just trying to think of something that'll keep his attention. And then we have a 6-year-old, and she's all over the place. And this is my granddaughter. Ooh, 2.8 Iceland. Wonder. Let's see. That one. Let's see where that one's at. Vasa had a 2.7 Czech Republic. But let's see where this one's located. Let's go look. So this one is near Hofstückel, and it's a subglacial volcano. So we have it's a subglacial volcano. I think this one has several different um, volcanoes underneath it. So let's look this up. Hofstückel. Okay, so it lies along an east-west trending area connecting two principal rift zones of Iceland. It bridges the gap between Reykjanes Langjökull Rift on the west, which terminates at Langjökull, and the eastern rift zone, which extends northeastward across east-central Iceland. A small Holocene shield volcano is located at the southwest margin of the ice cap. Flanked fissures north and east of the ice cap have produced basaltic lava flows during the Holocene. Kerlingarfjall is glacially dissected, largely Pliocene rhyolic central volcano located southwest of Hagstafall ice cap is considered part of the volcanic system. Steep-sided Pliocene rhyolic lava domes and numerous hot springs occupy two calderas at the center of the 5 by 7 kilometer wide complex. Fumarolic activity at the Kerlingarfjall, mostly concentrated at the center of the complex, is the most vigorous in Iceland. So, this area is having earthquakes. Glacier advance and retreat. And those are things for the glaciers. The red ones here are the older or the older earthquakes. The lighter in color are the newer earthquakes. And then when we're looking at the flags are the newest earthquakes that have occurred according to the different seismic agencies. And then this reads out the newest earthquakes that have occurred as well. I believe that's a misconception. I believe earthquakes are occurring just as much as they normally have. The reason that we're seeing more earthquakes is because of aftershocks. I think earthquakes are right now just as normal as they've always been. What we're seeing basically is a large earthquake and lots of aftershocks occurring from earthquakes, but we're not seeing much, if any, increase. It's just as much earthquakes as usual. So I don't think there's much of a concern. Yes, and Richard posts the earthquakes as they're occurring according to EMSC or USGS. Lilith Eden says, my daughter's 13 and gifted. She suggested, how about a modulator for the telescope or astrological chart? Books, cologne, or clothing? You know what? Astrological chart sounds like a good idea. I didn't even think about that. He would probably love to put those on his wall. That'd be a good idea. Yep. I am getting ready to end the live stream for the day. I need to go and make dinner. And I have enjoyed hanging out with you guys on live stream. No, I did not get into Discord yet. I did email, but I have not gotten an email back yet. Hopefully, I'm going to check my spam folder, and hopefully it didn't go to spam. I'm going to check there and see if they have emailed me back. No, I have not been able to get into Discord again yet. I might just have to create a whole new email and create a whole new Discord. So I have not gotten in there yet. So, not that you want to start anything. Hey, you funny. What are we having? I think I am having chicken. Air fry. I think. That's if I can get myself around to wanting to eat, because I just am not feeling hungry. But I have to eat dinner because, you know, I have to take this yucky medicine. But anyways, you guys, I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you spending the last 2.5 hours with me. I will be back live tomorrow for another update and hanging out with you guys live as we go over earthquakes, weather, news, and any other topics that we come up with to talk about. If you have not, please check out Broke Fishing's channel. Hopefully, Broke Fishing, did you say that you got everything you needed for your PayPal? If not, I am posting it one more time. If anybody wants to help out with Broke Fishing, he is working on getting a computer for his son, and it is for graphic arts mentorship. I believe it's for his son, and I have just posted the link to that. Also, if you scroll back up, you will see a link to his channel. Please go there and subscribe. He talks about wildfires and does updates regarding the wildfires that are going on around the United States and other places. He also does live talk shows, karaoke, and other things. Please remember to hit like and subscribe and share on my channel, and hit the bell icon so you know when I go live. Also, if you'd like to help this channel out, we do have a PayPal. It's not necessary to be able to be here. Anything that you do helps me out. Also, please remember to share the video. All right, you guys. Anyways, remember to tell somebody that you love them. Tomorrow is never promised. To all of my moderators, Sage Pup, Broken Fish, Richard, Julie, Juby Joe, and everybody that is new here, thank you for being here today. To my mods, thank you for moderating. I appreciate you. As always, I love you. Please remember to have a wonderful night, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next one. Much love.